July 4th, 1976. For one unforgettable summer, America paused to celebrate 200 years of independence. It wasn't simply another Independence Day. It was the nation's bicentennial. From bustling cities to quiet country towns, millions of Americans came together to honor the past, celebrate the present, and dream about the future. One of the most breathtaking moments which occurred was Operation Sail. More than 30 nations sent magnificent sailing ships to New York Harbor, creating one of the largest gatherings of tall ships in modern history. For those lucky enough to witness it, the sight was unforgettable. Towering masts stretched toward the sky, sails caught the summer breeze. Ships from around the world sailed together in celebration of American freedom. For a few magical days, New York Harbor became a symbol of friendship, peace, and shared history. The bicentennial also welcomed distinguished guests from around the world. Among them was Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, accompanied by Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh. During her visit to Philadelphia, the Queen presented the people of the United States with the bicentennial bell, often called the Freedom Bell, which was cast at the same British foundry as the original Liberty Bell. Across every state, celebrations filled the streets. Main Street parades, marching bands, veterans proudly carrying the American flag, Revolutionary War reenactors bringing history to life. Neighbors gathered for picnics. Families watched fireworks together beneath warm July skies. For many Americans, it became one of the happiest memories of their lives. Not because of politics, not because of headlines, but because people felt connected to something larger than themselves. Rolling across 48 states was another unforgettable symbol of the bicentennial. The American Freedom Train. Painted in patriotic colors, the train carried priceless treasures from America's history. Original documents, historic artifacts, presidential memorabilia, even George Washington's copy of the Constitution. People waited in line for hours just to step aboard. For many children, it was their very first encounter with America's remarkable story. The celebration didn't stop with parades. It became part of everyday life. The famous bicentennial quarter, the half dollar, and the Eisenhower dollar, each proudly displaying the dates. 1776. Millions of Americans saved them as keepsakes. Some still carry them today. The familiar bicentennial flag flew beside the stars and stripes. Special postage stamps celebrated American history. Schools held patriotic programs. Communities planted liberty trees. Businesses embraced the celebration with commemorative products that appeared almost everywhere. From soda bottles, cans, and lunchboxes, to license plates, coffee mugs, collector plates, comic books, posters, shirts, and souvenirs. It seemed every corner of America was wrapped in red, white, and blue. But perhaps the greatest souvenir wasn't something you could buy. It was a feeling of pride, hope, gratitude, and belonging. Parents introduced children to the story of America's founding. Grandparents shared memories. Veterans reflected on the freedoms they had defended. Communities celebrated not just where America had been, but where it hoped to go. For one remarkable year, an entire nation celebrated together. Time moves quickly. Children who waved tiny flags in 1976 are now grandparents. The Freedom Train has long since completed its journey. Many of the souvenirs have become treasured collectibles, but the memories remain. And now, 50 years later, America prepares to celebrate another historic milestone, the nation's 250th anniversary. Communities are preparing once again. Historic landmarks are being restored. Cities and towns are planning celebrations. Families are looking forward to gathering once more beneath fireworks lighting the summer sky. A new generation will create memories of its own, just as millions did in 1976. Every generation leaves its own chapter in America's story. The bicentennial reminded us where we came from. America 250 invites us to consider where we are going. History is not only found in museums. It lives in our families, our communities, our traditions, and in the ideals that continue to inspire each new generation. As America celebrates its 250th birthday, we remember the celebration that united a nation and look ahead to the next chapter. 50 years later, the spirit lives on. America 250.